Good morning, guys. It is a great day. We are back in Wellesley, Massachusetts. This is day one of a brand new build. We're literally 4 minutes down the street from our last project. I'm super pumped about this. So we have this gorgeous hillside to work with, and we are going to have a 36-foot long pondless waterfall with tons and tons of cascades, and we have this gorgeous hillside to work with. We're also going to have a stone bridge to cross over from where the future deck is going to go. You'll come down the steps onto a stone path, and you'll be able to cross right over the water feature to get access to this other half of the yard where there's a couple beautiful destination spots. They've got this seating area up top. They've got this hidden fire pit area down here that you can't see unless you go through the bushes. And then up top where the machines are parked, that's going to be the kids' play space. So there's going to be lots of grass up there, a whole clubhouse, swings, all that stuff. And right in the middle of it all is going to be this beautiful water feature. Now, all of the windows in the back of this house, living room windows, there's bedroom windows, the kitchen window looks over the water feature, the dining room, all of this area is focused right on this water feature, including that deck, which they're going to be building shortly here. You can see our workspace is kind of limited. We're going to have to be careful because there is this giant hole over here, and driving machinery right next to a giant hole is never a great idea. So we're going to have to stay back off of this. This wall isn't going to get constructed until after we're done. So we're going to have to build this water feature backwards. We're going to have to work from the bottom, and as we build a section, we're going to have to back ourselves up, dig out the next part, and just leapfrog all the way to the top. Now the top is where I'm super pumped for. Up there is going to be the gorgeous main attraction. This is where both of our waterfall spillways are going to be happening. Big, beautiful, wide waterfalls all right here in this section. It's going to be amazing. This is right next to the deck, facing all of the windows. This seating area over here, the lower seating area, which has a recessed hot tub. This is the main focal point. There'll be waterfalls all the way down, but this is the headwaters, and this is where things are going to be most epic because this is the closest to their living space. This is where they're going to be focusing most of their attention. So this area is going to be pretty special. We've got a custom cut spillway bowl that I'm planning on incorporating on this side of the bridge, somewhere in here, set up maybe a little bit higher than the wall, waterfalling all the way down to join into the natural water feature below. It's going to be awesome, guys. I'm super pumped. There's a lot of work that has to happen. Right now, the guys are ripping up all the old metal edging, clearing out all of this low voltage wire and all of this drip irrigation line, and giving ourselves a blank slate to get to work. Okay guys, so right now I'm standing in the pump vault, and I've got my pump vault hat on, and this is what a pondless waterfall reservoir looks like. As you can see, we've got aqua blocks. Our pondless waterfall reservoir is in place. We've got our aqua blocks all backfilled. We've got double thick rock pad on both sides of our rubber liner. The ground here is very bony, so it's got a lot of gravel and rock shards in it. So we wanted to take some extra precaution and really pad and protect our liner. We don't want any holes down in this reservoir. So this right here is where all of the water is going to disappear in our disappearing waterfall. It's going to go down through the gravel into our reservoir, which holds just about 400 gallons of water. Our pump is going to sit in here and recirculate up to the beautiful waterfalls we are going to build up above. Next up is rocking. So we're going to start setting our huge boulders in here, building some waterfalls, and working our way uphill. Been a little bit, but we're here. We skipped some of the boring stuff, the excavation, but check it out, guys. We have 3 waterfall drops in place. The custom cut spillway bowl is in its rough draft location. Things are looking awesome. Our 400-gallon basin's in place, and we're chunking out this stream section up top, and then we're gonna be ready for our bridge. So once we get this section all done, guys, we've got a bunch of small rock work to do, gravel obviously. We gotta finish up our walls, get that bowl set and plumbed and cut, and then it's on to the bridge section. And where the excavator is sitting right now, that's gonna be the head falls. There's gonna be a lot of action going on. We got a lot of huge boulders left to use up and make many, many beautiful waterfalls up there. I am super excited to see how this one turns out. It's been very difficult, slow process because you have to work our way backwards. Our access is really limited. The ground is super, super sandy. It's like digging at the beach. So there's a lot of things going on. The roofers are taking up the whole side of the house right now, so we can't get our machines back and forth. There's a lot of things that are slowing this process down, but I think we're making awesome progress and it looks incredible, and I'm super pumped to see it all done. You're gonna have to steer the rock as we go by the house.
Hey guys, I'm standing in the middle of our 5-layer 35-foot waterfall right now on top of this natural, beautiful bridge. It's about 6 feet long by 4 feet wide, and it's gonna really help the homeowner be a part of their waterfall. When you're standing in this thing, there's water flowing on either side of you and directly under you. The sound is gonna be incredible. This is my favorite part of the whole build because it really ties into the landscaping around it. You have it coming up here past the bluestone copings, attaching to a pea stone path. It's gonna follow through right over the waterfall and go to a nice walkway that leads up to a deck. This is gonna be crazy, guys.
So this is what the project is looking like now, guys. Wild hair, I don't care. Dust everywhere. This place is super dry and sandy. As you can see, our rock pile is dwindling, which is a good sign. That means there's a lot of rock in the hole. Progress is being made, waterfalls are being built, things are really taking shape. So we got a lot of stuff done today. The main thing we accomplished was setting in the massive bridge stone. So this rock, picked it up today. It was crazy just getting it out of our dump trailer, never mind getting it around the house, down the hill, and set in place. This rock, I am not sure how heavy it is, but I can tell you my machine could barely lift it. It was very sketchy setting it in place, and this rock alone took 4 hours to put here. Get it all leveled, nice and pretty, and stabilized, locked in. So now the family will be able to cross over the stream anytime they want safely. This thing is super cool. We've got it set so it's about 2 to 3 inches above the water level. So it's a super low profile look, but it still allows leaves and debris to pass under and not get dammed up. So my favorite part about this bridge, guys, as you cross over it, it doesn't matter which way you're headed. On one side, you've got this waterfall that's dropping down 24 inches down into the water below. It's gonna be a super cool effect looking at that. It's so grand. It's like the Grand Canyon from up here. It's amazing. And on the other side, you've got all of these waterfalls that are gonna be crashing down, pouring right through this one waterfall right here down into the water that is pooling up and going right underneath the bridge below you. It's gonna be this amazing effect. I mean, you might wanna pull up a chair and just sit right here. Or you can sit on the bridge, put your feet in the water like I'm sure the kids will do. So much to see, so much going on. Today we also did a lot of the rock work in between our boulders. So you can see all the smaller hand-sized stuff. We started connecting the dots basically. So we've got all our big frame rocks and accent boulders in place, and now we're working to connect all that together in a very natural way with more hand-sized stuff. So there's a very natural look to this, a lot of different size rock material placed together in a way that looks like Mother Nature did this herself. Beautiful accent stones like this one, so much character. We got to work on this waterfall section up here, and as you can see, I painted some circles and stuff on the fabric to help tell the story for you so you can visualize where we're headed. We've got this big frame rock. We put that in yesterday. We worked on the rest of this today. We've got another big massive stone on this side. Brings us right up to the grade, the final grade of the ground to the outside of the feature. We've got this really cool spill stone in place. It's kind of bowled out naturally. So we're gonna have water pool up in here. Some of it's gonna come down the face here. Some of it's gonna come through this crack and be a nice boulder fall right there. Maybe we'll even do the same on this side, I'm not sure yet. And then back here, we've got this waterfall spillway between these two rocks. We're gonna get this stone lifted up in place so it's a multi-tier waterfall. Bunch of water coming off the same spot but at different levels, gives it a really cool effect. And then back in here, we're gonna get some massive rocks set in place. They've got that sunken down hot tub down there in the patio. They're gonna be expanding that patio to a new retaining wall on this side as well as into the lawn. And there's gonna be so much to look at. Custom cut spillway bowl. It's just gonna be mind blowing. All right, guys, check this thing out. This is almost completely done. There's a lot of landscaping and stuff that has to happen. The general contractor of this entire project for the yard and the house, they're responsible for all the landscaping around this. There's a lot of stuff that has to happen still. There's retaining walls going in. There's stairs being put along the waterfall. Final grades are gonna change, but the waterfall portion is done. You're gonna see two little pockets on this back wall that are not finished. Those are gonna be planting pockets. So we're leaving that unfinished because the landscaper is gonna be putting in compost and topsoil and planting in there. So it'll be filled up with soil, so it looks a little naked right now. But the rest of it is completely done. The lights are all prepared to be hooked up to the outdoor landscape lighting system that they're gonna be installing. That's gonna run lights on all the walls and the planting beds and all over the place. Our lights are gonna tie into their system. So it's not ready to be hooked up because they haven't done all the other landscape lighting yet, but the fixtures themselves are in place. Custom cut spillway bowl is running. We've mossed everything up. It's just epic. I don't even know what to say. All this water movement at the top. We've got two hidden spillways. They give the effect that it starts at the top and it splits around this big boulder in the middle right here. It looks like water goes down this side and wraps around here as well and pours over, but that's just an illusion. We've actually got two spillways, one that does this upper portion that comes around this side, and another hidden spillway over here just for this one waterfall that faces the deck. It's beautiful. It's everything that I dreamed and the homeowners dreamed. Big, beautiful fieldstone bridge crossing right over. Waterfalls on both sides of you. Views from all the different windows in the house. The deck they're putting on is gonna have beautiful views. The sunken in hot tub area in that lower patio has its own set of beautiful views. You really have to move along this 36-foot long pondless waterfall to soak it all up. There's stuff all over the place to look at and things you can only really get the full picture from certain vantage points. You can't see everything from one spot. That's what I love about water features, is making them interactive. We talk about it all the time, but if you follow enough of our videos, you'll see we incorporate that stuff into all of our features. There's tons of plant pockets and wing walls, all sorts of space for different landscaping. It's just awesome. So as I pack up and prepare to head home, there's a lot more that has to happen on this project until it's completely finished. Most of that has to do with the landscaper and the contractors working on the house. But once this thing is all finished and buttoned up and landscaped and the lights are hooked up and everything is the way it should be, we'll shoot some more content for you guys so you can see it in all of its glory. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share, subscribe, do all those things. And if you have any questions or ideas, drop them down in the comments below. And besides that, guys, I'm out of here. We'll see you on the next one.